Well, good afternoon. Introduce yourself and the role that you play on Space Command.
Good afternoon. My name is Nathaniel Freeman, and I am Captain Charles Chilton on Space Command.
So tell us a little bit about how you got this role first.
Well, I'm still a member of Mark and Elaine Zickery's Roundtable, which meets on Thursday evenings. I've been a consistent member of that table since I have arrived here in Los Angeles in 2004. And so, through my associations with the table and the meetings that they have, when this project came about, I was already in Mark's ear, so to speak, and he was nice enough to cast me in the role. I didn't have to audition. He knew my body of work and cast me over 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, the first episode we shot was back in 2014. That was Space Command episode, the title of the episode was called Forgiveness.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes. And then I did Redemption, and now we are working here on the set of Solar Wars.
Oh, wow. And
Yes.
so you're playing the same character in this one as well?
Yes, except in this one, I graduated from Lieutenant Chilton in the previous episodes to Captain Chilton in command of my own ship. We shot those first scenes yesterday, and I was very, very happy to be a part of that.
So as a young man, what did you have visions of doing?
Oh, that's so sweet. You called me a young man. In this episode, we're actually shooting the story as it takes place 20 to 25 years in the future. So I was asked to make myself age appropriate, and unlike my castmates who have to put artificial hair to make themselves look older, I used my natural white hair. I just stopped dyeing it, and I was able to look appropriately older for the role of Captain Charles Chilton.
Well, I have to tell the listeners who can't see you, you don't need that hair to make you look younger. You look young as it is. You look great. So can you give us a little bit of, not a spoiler, but kind of what your role is in this particular movie coming up?
I'm in command of my own ship, and from what I've been told, we're going to have some troubles, and there's going to be some damage to my ship sustained some damage, and as a result of which, my life will be in peril, and I'll be saved by two other cast members. So I'm looking forward to all the stunts that are going to be associated with the shoot later today. Yeah.
So how many people are going to be aboard your ship at this time?
Let's see. Yesterday I had one, two, three, four, five, about six or seven. Yes, one of which is a young lady by the name of Angelique Scott, who's playing my daughter.
That's what I was going to ask you. I
Yes,
saw her.
yes, yes. She played my daughter in a previous episode, which was also like a future blip. I was a lieutenant, and she was thinking about getting into following in her father's footsteps.
Okay.
Wasn't very happy about that, but
I
her
bet.
being the headstrong young lady that she is, she followed my footsteps anyway, and so she becomes a lieutenant, which previous rank that I held, and I am a captain. And
Okay.
yes,
So
and
now
she's
you're
on
her
my
boss
ship.
twice.
Yes,
Like a dad
so
and a
she
boss.
called me captain or dad. Which is it?
Are you a father in real life?
Yes, I have a daughter who's actually 17.
So it was not that hard to become a dad on this show.
Yeah. I already have a paternal instinct.
Yes.
Yes, my daughter's about to start freshman year at college, by the way. So,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Is she leaving the state to go somewhere else?
Yes, she'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma,
Oh,
a
wow.
place I've never been, but I plan to visit now.
Where Sylvester Stallone's been hanging out for Tulsa King.
Yeah, I didn't
He's
know
been
that.
filming a show over there. It's the second season in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Daddy might get some work
Yeah,
while visiting his daughter. Double duty.
See Rocky. Oh, so when you were a young kid, what was your dreams of when you were a little boy?
Well, I gotta say, I have a lot of family in medicine, and so for as far as I can remember, I always wanted to be a doctor. But then, right around high school, graduation of high school time, I realized a few things about myself. I was rather squeamish. I didn't like the sight of blood. I wasn't really enthralled about opening people up and looking at their innards. And of course, it didn't dawn on me at that time that I could do something else. I could be a doctor of psychology. I could be a foot doctor, but I didn't occur to me. I only thought of surgeon. So I said when I didn't when I realized those limitations, and I also realized that I didn't have the grades that I wanted to go to the school that I wanted. I'm an all or nothing kind of person. I switched gears, and at that point in my life, I was a regular member of a church in Harlem that I was going to. I'm from New York, and one of the members of the choir wanted to do a play using the youth of the church. His name was Joseph Palmore. He wrote a play called Deviled Youth, and he recruited several of us to audition because, of course, we're self-conscious and too cool for that.
Yeah.
So he had me audition. I auditioned and got the lead role. And the play was only supposed to be for one evening only, but due to overwhelming response, it was extended several nights. And on the closing night, he came over to me and he said, "At the risk of making your head any bigger than it already is, you were quite good out there. And if you ever consider doing this for real, look me up." And in my youthful hubris, I thought that to myself, what does he know? He sings in the choir every Sunday. He was a professor of drama at New York University. So, yeah. So I guess he kind of knew a thing or two about acting, you know. And I followed through and I auditioned. I think I was too nervous. I didn't get in the first time.
Okay.
But I auditioned for CW Post Center of Long Island University, got in there, did 2 years there, and then I transferred to NYU, and I auditioned the second time. And this time I got in.
Oh,
And I was in the Tisch School of the Arts in the Stella Adler Conservatory.
nice.
Yeah. But by the time I started my freshman year there, I had already gotten myself agent. And ironically, that was by chance because her son and I had gone to junior high school. And I was visiting a friend on the set of the ABC News in Manhattan. They just finished a broadcast, and we went to go get a drink at the restaurant next door.
Yeah.
And I saw a guy that I recognized. So I called out his name, and he looked at me, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, you look familiar, yeah." And we remembered each other from junior high. He said, "What are you doing these days?" I was like, "Well, I'm going to go to NYU in the fall for an acting." Is, "Oh, really? You know, my mom's a talent manager. You should give her a call." I was like, "Huh? Yeah." So I scribbled her name and number on a napkin, and then I called her, and she liked my voice over the phone, you know, in the time before cell phones. And then we made an appointment to meet. I met her, and she gave me a contract right then and there. So I
Wow,
took
you
it.
have
My
been in the
parents.
right place at the right time.
Yes, I've been very, very blessed in that sense. So.
Yes. So what do you do in between the shooting of this show?
Well, I have other projects. I'm a more of a theater actor, so I'm really trying to get back to my acting roots. And I had an audition a few months ago with a young lady who's a director and playwright, and she has written a one-man show that she wants me to be a part of. So she and I are in negotiations to work out my first ever one-man show. I've been in this business for over 40 years, and I've never... Yeah, I joined SAG in 1984 when it was just SAG. Now it's SAG-AFTRA.
That's right.
And
yeah.
I joined Equity in, 1990.
Something to be proud of.
Yeah,
Something
so...
to be proud of. So where, at this play, where would it be? Here or
I would
here?
imagine it would be in Los Angeles, probably in Theater Row. She's
Nice.
looking at 99 seat theaters
Okay.
and then work out a rehearsal schedule. And I also have other smaller projects I'm doing. Like I have one coming up later this year, sort of like a Twilight Zone-ish kind of anthology series. The working title is but for the Grace of God, but I'm sure that's going to change. But in it, I play one of two scientists. It's set in the 1950s. It's going to be in black and white.
Nice.
And one of us encounters an alien from another planet. And, well, I guess I can't give too much more out. But,
What
yeah.
about social medias? How can we find you on social media?
Wow. I am on Instagram.
Okay.
But my account is private, so I would have to get a request and then let people in. Or maybe I should, open that up a bit, because
Yeah.
I've had some difficulty just in getting my fellow actors on. But, yeah, I'm...
Do you have your personal one of yourself, where people can at least get to you and ask you questions?
Maybe I should just take the private thing off, because or establish another Another one.
Especially with what's coming up. We want to be able to find out about what's coming up with this one man
Really
play.
does
Yeah.
bother my management when I'm so old school. I just
It's
think,
okay.
you know, you know, yeah.
That's totally fine. Well, keep us posted at the Hollywood Times. We're at thehollywoodtimes.net. Anything that you're doing, well, let's keep in touch so that we can help promote anything that you're going to be working on, especially your show. We're going to start promoting this show. I just found out about it. Can you believe it? I'm being honest, and I'm excited to get on board. Mark invited me to come be an extra. I'm way over the moon with that because I've never been to a set, so I'm doing this. Nervous
fantastic.
interviewing, and now
Yes.
maybe I can be an extra.
That would be fantastic.
And then to see you on the set would be pretty awesome in costume. So, but thank you for taking the time with us.
I appreciate it. You have a wonderful day. Look forward to working with you.
Thank you.